Hello, my crafty friends. If you are watching the replay, thank you. Glad you're here. Um, if you're not watching the replay and you're live, well, no, nobody's live yet. It still says zero. But I'm assuming the people will be here in a few minutes. I started a couple minutes early. Um, well, there went out the notification. So I imagine people will be here in a minute. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. Um, I'm going to start with some happy mail and I'm going to put it in my everything book and then we're going to make an iCAD for today. Um, so after that, then we will work on the folio thing that hopefully I can remember how to do. I watched Rosemary Morris make one last night and I thought I want to make one of those. So hopefully I can still remember how to do it. I wrote down a few measurements and we'll see how it goes. I'm not gonna promise it'll turn out because, like I said, I'm just kind of mostly going off of my memory. Um, but I think it would be fun. I'm gonna wait just a few minutes for some other people to get here before I go ahead and do my happy mail. Um, there was something I wanted to tell y'all about, but I don't remember what it was. I guess it wasn't as important as I thought it was. I hope it wasn't as important as I thought it was since I can't remember. Hmm. Well, I don't know. Um, it's just now time, so I imagine people will be coming in now. But if they don't, it'll just be me and the two of you and whoever's watching the replay. Hi, Sherry. I'm glad you're here. I got some happy mail I'm going to show in just a minute and put in my everything book. Right now, this air conditioning it's going too much. I don't need that much air conditioning. We've been getting a lot of rain. In fact, we've gotten over 10 inches since the 1st of May, and we normally only get about 18 inches a year. So um, it is crazy. Our lakes, all the playa lakes around where the runoff water goes, are overfilled, and now streets and businesses and homes are getting flooded. And yesterday, I went by a place, and last night we got about a half an inch of rain. And today I went by and it had completely flooded about 30 feet higher. Uh, where like if this is the access road to the highway, I was driving on the highway. Well, the access road is now flooded as well as these businesses here and the lakes that are back there. So it's been really bad. And they said because the ground is so saturated, it only takes about a quarter of inch to add more flooding. It doesn't take that much rain at this point because we've had so much, and all of the playa lakes are well over their boundaries. Usually, when we get enough rain to flood, it's only in one part of town, and they just move that water that floods into the playas on that part of town. They pump it to a different one, you know. But they said we've got so much rain coming, or we have had, and there's supposed to be some more next week, I think. But anyway, we've had so much that they can't even pump it down, and there's no place to pump it to. So they're pumping it into Lake Meredith, which is the bigger lake where we get our water supply from. But the water treatment plant has all of these big pools, where the water is treated, all of those pools, well, at least two of them I know for sure, overfilled and overflowed, which meant untreated sewage was then put out into the area around the treatment plant and that Playa Lake that had overflowed. So now they're trying to treat that whole Playa Lake and all the area around it with the chemicals that they treat in those pools at the water treatment plant. So it's like a whole big thing. Powder Canyon, which usually there's a creek that runs through it. There's usually not a lot of water. They've got part of it closed off because it's too high. It's over the road, several feet over the road, and they're closing it off. We've got streets in town closed off because they're just getting more and more flooded. Instead of getting better, it's just getting worse every time it rains a little bit. Anyway, say prayers. I never never thought I would say pray that we don't get any rain for a day or two. That is just so backwards to my whole life because we are always praying for rain, not against it. Um anyway, we've got enough now. And even over in Oklahoma, there's a lake right on the border of Texas and Oklahoma called Lake Altus. And they said it's so full that they're going to have to pump water out of Lake Altus into Lake Meredith over here. So it's going to be have to go. I don't know how they do it, but they're going to pump water out of Lake Altus over into Lake Meredith, which is fuller than it's been in a long, long time. It's finally looking nice. Lake Meredith has been so low for so long that it's like cliffs and stuff. It's not a fun lake to visit. But now it's risen. I don't know how many feet, but it's up to 77 feet now, which is higher than it's been in quite a while. So that's the fun stuff going on around here. Hi Barbara. I didn't say hi to you, but I am very glad you're here. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all my happy mail and we'll put it in their book. First thing I got here is this cute card from Danny Coleman. She wrote me a sweet um a sweet little note, and her husband is newly retired, so now she doesn't get to watch as much as she did. But she's still with us in spirit. Anyway, she made this cute little ATC. It says go with your heart. Isn't that cute? Anyway, I want to put it in this in here. So let's just go ahead and do that. And then I'll open the one that Sharon sent in a little bit. Let's get this first. I'm trying to decide. I can use this and glue it down. And then I can make it into a pocket to tuck this into, or like this. That's probably better. All right, let's do that. Hi, Brittany. I'm glad you're here. Anyway, on that side of town, now they're telling everybody, don't let your puppy dogs out into that water. Don't let your kids play in that water. And goodness gracious. Oops. I think I got a little bit heavy handed with my glue there. Anyway, I probably won't be begging for rain anytime soon. We're getting plenty. Let me find a pen. No, I live. Um, let me just see if I can kind of let you know kind of how it is. I need a piece of paper. Well, okay. We'll use this because we're going to just cover it up in a minute. But we've got this big loop outside of town and it goes all the way around. Here's I-40, and then here's the Canyon Expressway. So these are the two major highways in town, and we live right there. So pretty much downtown. Um, and and so we're not. It's there's a Playa Lake. There's a bunch of them, but there are some. There's one out here that I take when I take Hannah to work. We go by it. I didn't even know it was a Playa Lake. It's never had water in it that I remember. It's just a fenced off area that I thought they were just leaving natural, but it has overflowed and has almost overtaken the little park that's right here beside it. There's a Playa Lake right about here that has overflowed, and it's the one that's on gone on the access road to the highway, and they've got it blocked off. Plus, all the streets that surround it, the businesses are flooded. There's one way out here that has overflowed its banks, and it went across the road and overflowed the Lowe's. And my sister's my stepsister's son works there, and he said he had to walk around in 3 inches of water one day because of that. There's one over here where my Walmart is right here. It has completely overflowed. I don't know how much back here, but it's overflowed where this whole road right here is covered in. There's a little like a gully where the runoff from like the streets run down into this playa. And this gully had lots of, it was like a tent encampment for a long time, had lots of homeless people living right there. And that whole gully, you wouldn't know it was a gully. It looks like it's just all now lake. Luckily they got those people out a long time before this happened. But well, the Playa Lakes were natural. Amarillo was built on top of a bunch of Playa Lakes. This one here was a huge one, and they dug this really deep spot to try to hold the water when it rains that would have gone into that naturally. So what they're doing is they're using these natural places that have always collected water. Yes, the lakes are reclaiming the land, pretty much. Yeah. Um, but they said it there's normally a little bit of water in them, but not nothing, and they're not usable. You don't fish. Well, a couple of them people do fish in, but most of them are even fenced. You can't even go in there because they're dangerous. They're not safe places because they've dug them down really deep, trying to catch all the runoff water when it happens. And now they're all getting filled up. Usually they pump from one lake to another one when it rains in one part of town. Now they're all full, and so are all the ones outside of town, and the lakes are filling up, the real lakes. But you have a robot head. There you go. Oh, wow, I'm an artist. What do you know? I'm glad you're here, Lisa. Hi, Allie. I'm glad you're here too. I'm sure I've missed somebody else coming in, but I don't see anyone else at the moment. Anyway, they said that once it stops raining, which it looks like we've got 3 or 4 days where it's not going to rain now, that they can start using temporary pumps to help pump water out of those. But when they do that, um, when they pump the water out, they said it will take at least 2 weeks of constant pumping to try and pump these lakes down to safe normal levels. Now I don't know what a safe normal level is because usually they're really low, and I don't know if they will pump that much or not. But anyway, that's kind of what's going on around here. And I took I took a few pictures, but I was in the car, and so they're not that great of pictures. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if you can even see them, but oh, you need to see these though. This is my thistle bush. It's probably almost 4 feet tall now, and it's got a bunch of blooms on it. Um, I told there's the only one that's opened up. I told Ethan we're gonna leave it alone until it till the blooms are pretty, and then we'll dig it up and get it out of the yard. I don't want it to let it go to seed, but I wanted to take pictures because it's so pretty. Oh, I was going to show you the Playa Lakes. Sorry. Hi, Teresa. I'm glad you're here. Okay, I don't know how much you can even see. Let's do it this way. This back here is usually, I mean, it's very, very deep. I don't know how deep it is, but they've dug it out really, really deep. And usually you can't even see any water in it. There might be a little bit way down the bottom, but you can't see it. But now, this road right here, this was yesterday. And this road was blocked off. There was water in it. But now that road is completely full, and the parking lots, everything is completely full out to the highway. So, Hannah is planning to, she's going to look at the, let me see this. I didn't get close enough for this one to really show up. But all that back there is water and this is a street and it's blocked off right here, but it came across the lake, overflowed across this street, and then there's another ditch and then Lowe's, and it filled that ditch and went and filled up Lowe's parking lot. Anyway, I think this is blocked again today, but yesterday when I took these pictures, there was, you could drive down that road with no problem. This morning that wasn't true. um okay, I'm trying to, and there's some more of the water, and right over here you can't see it, but well, you can kind of tell the fencing and everything, but there is an electric power plant thing right over here. um that would be bad if that got wet. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, Teresa, but thistle is good for some things, so Hannah's going to look it up and see what to do with it. um I'm trying to find, there's another picture of the, we have, I don't think I have one in here where you can see it, but there's off what looks like it's in the middle. It looks like right now it's in the middle of the lake, and you can't see it in this picture, but just say it would be about right there out in the middle of the lake is the restroom where the water has just flooded all past it. So um we always need rain except right now. Right now we have enough. And this is a little lake by the hospitals. Now this one has a lot of good drainage, and they keep it, um they pay more attention to it because it's right by the hospitals, but it is up as full as they will let it get. And then they've got a runoff place down the river, and this one they're really watching carefully, and I think they've been pumping it from the beginning. Allergies, yes, that's what she was looking into. But she's not sure if this is the right thistle for what she's wanting. Um, so I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna dig it up and then we'll find out. Um, we'll find out if it's the right thistle or not. Okay. Anyway, luckily we do live in a safe place, so I'm grateful that we're not having to worry about it, but there are a lot of people in town who could use your prayers. Okay, today's the 8th. So there's that. I also got, let me get rid of my robot here. Oh, we got a pretty stamp. We'll save that. Yeah, you'll have to fence it in next time. This came from Sharon Lombard. Okay. Well, this one works really good. There we go. There's some cutie on the back too. Here's a card catalog. 30 years of musical life in London. Here's a piece of ephemera. Oh, let's see. Here's what she wrote. Okay, these are, can you see them? They're things you clamp down onto stuff and then you can hang it. So, like ribbons or something like that. Or like this. Oh, she made me one as an example. She was saying this is what you could do with them. And there's an example. Just for me. It says just for you. Isn't that pretty? I love it. It's a cute little notepad. Anyway, she sent me some of these so I can make some of those. That's really cool. And what else does she say? She says these can be used for clusters or tags or whatever. And also, copper tape can be fun. Blessings, Sharon. So she sent me some copper tape too. And it is fun. Yay. That's very nice. And here's some more fun little bits. Oh, here's another cute little cluster. Isn't that cute? Okay, both of those are really cute. Let's see, what's this? There's a fun piece of paper. And here's a fun little envelope. I don't think there's anything in the envelope. It may have had some of this stuff in it and I ended up dumping it out. Here's some fun tickets and a little tag. That is a good place to keep those things. I bet they were in there. And some washi tape. And this is the same washi tape that she put on right here. Sharon is really good at her art. She is. She is. And she's multi-talented. Multi-talented. All right. Very cool. And I want to put this with this stuff on my page. And we'll use some tape too. That'll be fun. And some that. And I'm going to put these up here for now. Okay, let's see. These both are really cute. You know what? I think I'm going to put this one here. This one, I think I want to attach out here because I don't have anything on the spine. So we'll do that in just a minute. Let's go ahead and I'm going to use this as a pocket. And trying to decide if I want to use these, as decorations No, it doesn't even. Well, yeah, I do want it to be a pocket because I want to stick this little letter in it so I don't forget. Okay. It says the chat is disconnected. Now it's reconnected. Are y'all having it won't let me show it. You need to rephrase that. Well, I'm not sure what I need to rephrase. Lisa says her old-fashioned climbing roses have bloomed profusely despite of the lack of rain. Yeah, some plants do okay without rain. Teresa, I hang them from the spine. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do with this. Not this one. This one's paper. So I'm going to put it in here. I'm not sure what I didn't say correctly. So you're going to have to help me, Teresa, or I'm going to be without wisdom here. YouTube thinks it's violent and inappropriate language. Spine jewelry? Okay. Well, I don't know what I said that was violent and inappropriate. Oh, not me. Other Lisa. Okay. Well, YouTube thinks all kinds of things are violent and inappropriate, and then they let all kinds of stuff that should be blocked just go on just fine. I don't understand. Hey Janet, I'm glad you're here. I don't know that I want to cover this up. I'm trying to decide. Okay, I'm going to have to think about that a minute. I have to think about that a minute because I'm going to go ahead and use some of this. Well, maybe. There we go. We're just gonna we're gonna put this pretty on here. Okay, that's okay. We all understand. Okay, let's just go ahead and cut the piece off first. That way, I'm less likely to. Oh, see that? Woo woo woo! Could be a problem. You got to be. Well, I'm way too close to the edge now. Okay. Well, we're making a mess, and I'm. This is a little finagly to work with. So, hey Riri, I'm glad you're here. Hi Mindy, I'm glad you're here. Okay, let's see if we can get this. No, no, no. There we go. Well, I thought I figured out how to fix it, but I made a couple of boo-boos. First of all, I took it too far down here, and so now I don't have enough down here. I need to get practice using tweezers um, to do more stuff. Oh, I'm glad things are better, Janet. I'm glad things are better. Okay. Oh, well, we're working on this here. It's taking me a little bit. Keeping busy with your kittens, yes. Well, that's good. Ruby says some of her best friends have been feline. Well, I've never had a cat. I've always had dogs, but I enjoy other people's cats. And I guess that's a good thing since it turned out that Darren and Ethan were both allergic to cats. But we have a bunch of neighborhood pesty cats. Somebody feeds them because they're very healthy, and but they just roam the neighborhood and drive Sparrow crazy. Okay, well, I didn't do a very good job of it, but there's some tape, and we might add a little more. I've got this much more that's I took off the roll that I can use. 8 weeks old Friday, and they're beautiful and healthy. That's wonderful. Pebble, Susie, Raven, and Peanut. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'm going to glue this down as my pocket. I think, um, well, I'm trying to decide if I want to put some of this on there. Yeah, let's just do it this way. And we can do it like that. Are you going to keep them, Janet, or are you going to give them away? I can't remember if I've asked you that question before or not. They are mine, she says. Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, I'm glad that I'm glad because it's nice to have them around. And they're very lucky. They're very lucky little kitties, Janet. Is the mama going to stay too, do you think? Or is she going to want to be on her way? Cuz I know she was a stray or whatever. Let's see. Well, I'm trying to get this. We're just going to let it. And of course, it's crooked because I couldn't put anything on straight. We have Pumpkin the mother and Kitty the daddy and 4 babies. So you got a house full of kitties. She could be nice and share and bring one to Teresa. Okay, let's just see if we can get. Well, I didn't want to go above that. I wanted to, since I was doing it crooked anyway, I might as well let it be really crooked. Okay, and then we'll tuck this in. And I'm just going to leave that right there because that reminds me there's something in there. And I'm going to take, is that going to work? I should have made my, I should have made my thing a little higher. Okay, we'll get a brad and we'll put that in. Oh yeah, yeah. I think getting all of them fixed is a really good plan. Woo! Mommy and Daddy do not like to stay inside. They come in to eat and go right back out. Mama also stays to nurse and then she leaves. Well, at least she's being a good mama. Okay, I need a. Mm. So where did I put it? I had a. There it is. Okay, and it's copper. I have a little copper dragonfly, and I'm going to use that. Um, we're going to do it right there. All right, what's going on here? Okay. Yay, there we go. It's got a little butterfly on it. They will all go in to be fixed when they reach 3 pounds or 5 months. Okay. Thank you, Sharon. Let's go ahead and tuck that right there. We'll do it over here. going to stick this in there too because why not? Because why not? We just put it all in there. Except for these. I'm not going to put those in there because that wouldn't work very well. Very fun. And this one we were going to make into spine jewelry, weren't we? Mm. Yep, yep. Mm. Let me see if I can put a couple of holes in here without, ouch. Since it's all put together, it might not work. I don't know if my regular small punches will go through that fabric or not, but we will try it and see. Janet says, my niece helps out at an animal rescue. She's an EMT and she will help me get through this. Oh, that is wonderful. Okay, come on. Is that going to work? So doing this, after you've got it put together is probably not the best plan. Probably not the best plan. Alrighty. Okay, that wasn't going to work. I need something else. Okay, I got to think. Sorry, my brain is trying to figure out the best way to do this the way that things are at the moment. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm thinking a minute. I've got to remember where I'm bound to have some stuff I can use. Just got to remember where it is. Well, I can see it, but I can't reach it because I am short and there are things in the way. Okay, well, let's see what we can do here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hurry. Okay. I don't know. All right, first let's put this on here because if it works, I'm not going to want to take it back off. Okay, now then. Okay. For now, we're just going to leave it like that. I just paper clipped it on through that hole. And we'll have it just like that. No, an eyelet wouldn't help. It's attaching it into the hole that was the issue. Something to put in the hole that would also be in put this. Um, an eyelet would make the hole more sturdy, but it's in fabric, so it's pretty sturdy anyway. So, thanks though, Mindy. Hi, Julie. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so there's that. I, I took a lot more time than was probably strictly necessary. Okay, and then we've got our iCAD for today. I want to do before we go on to trying this folio thing. If I still feel like it, I'm suddenly not feeling very good. I'm not sure. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure what's going on. That's okay. We're just going to use this because I may end up having to get off and not go to the folio. Okay. I spent about 3 hours out here yesterday. I don't know if I can do this where y'all can see it, but see that white bookshelf? I moved all that stuff was in 2 or 3 different places, and that little um, thing there was just sitting by the wall, and I put it inside this bookshelf so I could have some more space to put things. So that wore me out yesterday. But I got it done, and it made me happy to get it done. So, oh, well, Teresa, I have to say, I hope that's not what this is. I hope this isn't something like that, but if it is, we will deal with it. Gotta, okay, move that. Thanks, Mindy. Thanks, Teresa. I want to make sure this is glued down real good. And then we will trim off the edges. This morning, Hannah had a safety meeting at work. So we got the puppy up at 6:30, got his harness on him and put him in the car, and then I took her to work, and then he and I went and got some iced tea at Water Steel, and then went and bought Hannah some breakfast. And then we went back and picked her up after the safety meeting was over, and we went to the park so she could walk him. And then I took him home and took her back to work. So okay. Well, that's interesting. It's an old map, um, and I didn't read what it was before I. Let me see it's kind of a topographical map, I guess, because it's all green and white. It's forests. Well, okay, there it is. San Juan National Forest in Colorado. So that's what this is. Oh, thank you so much, Teresa. Thank you. Bless you as well. I'm always happy to have prayers. Always happy to have prayers. I'm trying to see if I can tell. Yeah, like this. Okay. That's the way that goes. I am. I am. I have my big old thing of tea, and this is my second one. So, and I put some lemon and some iodine and some mineral drops in it. Um, so it's got all the good stuff in it. Of course, I do that every day anyway, even if I'm not feeling bad. Oh, Julie's buffering again. I'm sorry, Julie. Okay, let's find something to put on here for our iCAD today. Um, let's see if there's something in here. Hannah gave me this. I'm trying to remember. Oh, some seeds that she ordered were in it. SouthernSeedExchange.com is where she got her seeds from. Anyway, she gave me this. She said, I don't know if you can do something with them, but you might can. But I don't think it's going to help me with this. Um, she also gave me this. She got some paint. No, it was, I don't know. I think there were some stickers in this with that she got when she ordered some paint. Anyway, she gave me that too, but that's not going to help right now. Let's see. This is just a little stack of stuff I got for $1 at the thrift store. I don't know that if any of it will help. I think these are just little pieces of paper. And this is it's some kind of paper. Okay. And look what's in here. Okay, this is something that, we would do, or my grandma would have done, because my grandma would be, she didn't waste paper. She kept receipts and wrote no grocery lists on her receipts because she grew up in the Great Depression, and she knew how valuable paper was and how hard it was to get. And this says, "Don't bug me. Use Titan brand insecticides." There's a little bug right there. Okay, and that's Christmas. That's Christmas. That's pretty, but I don't think it'll do anything to help us with this or that. What's this? Oh, that's also a notepad. Okay. These I need to keep out to play with on the jelly plate. That's really what those are good for. So, okay. Let's see if maybe there's these little flowers, and then there's plain paper, and this has some old tape, and then there's a rose, and then there's this paper. Let's take I don't know if I'll use either one of these, but we're going to get one of each of these out and get the rest of this out of here because it's definitely not something that I want to use. I just couldn't remember what was in that. Yeah, Christmas in July next month. Teresa, you're a prophet. You're a prophet. I'm not going to say any more than that. Um, when Tanya gets home, we're planning something. Um, for when she gets home. Okay, that one is too big. I don't really think I like that. Okay. Hi, Sharon. Sharon. I got something in the mail and it had some pretties. I decided to use that way. And then I made a page with the other stuff. Thank you so much. Very sweet. I appreciate it. And I'm going to enjoy that copper tape because I love copper. You know that. Okay. Okay. I'm wondering. We're going to do this and then we may not use it, but. I just thought we might go ahead and stick this on. Um, I don't know. We will see. Oh, I hope you cope at work today too, Julie. I do. Well, that's a weird looking piece, isn't it? Okay, let's do the same thing out here. And this is going to be just kind of semi fussy cut. I'm not going to make it, without a border because that would take too long. And I'm not feeling like doing that. Okay. That's actually pretty cute. Um, you flunked fussy cutting 101. Well, I've done a lot of fussy cutting, and that makes it gets easier the more you do. Julie says, I bought the most awesome magazine. It's called The Curious Mibs series, Country Life, The Way We Were. Ooh, that sounds interesting. That sounds really neat. I'm still not sure that, but that's what I want. I moved my stuff and I put this jar in the place that is not going to be good because I have to reach past it to get my ink pads, and I know what's going to happen. I'm going to end up just knocking it over. Going to end up knocking it over. And that's not what I want. And that is not going to work. Okay, I'm going to put it there. Put that back on the floor. Sorry about that. Sometimes you just got to do it right now before you make a mess. It's chock-a-block full of historic photos in Britain. Oh, that sounds really cool. Oh, I had to show y'all the sweetest picture. My sister probably won't be excited that I showed it on camera, but it's so cute. And that's my mama and my baby sister. Aren't they sweet? Mom and Daryl are visiting. They're visiting Karen's family right now. Karen's younger child, her daughter is graduating. Well, she's graduating tomorrow. She's graduating tomorrow. So when I sing things like that, I ignore the price and buy it. I will not be happy with, or I will not be happy with myself. Well, sometimes you have to because you might never get another chance. And I think it's I think it's worth doing little things for yourself when you can. I'm going to go ahead and do this with black. I don't know if, but I think it'll pop up off of the background better if I do. I'm not a good inker. I do fussy cut pretty good, but I don't ink all that great. I do it a lot too, so I guess maybe practice isn't always the answer. Of course, I like it a little grungy, so it doesn't bother me that I ink messily. But I'm sure there are people out there watching who are like, "Oh, Lisa, you're making a mess." Thank you. They are both lovely ladies. I'm proud to be kin to both of them. Okay, now I've got to think of what can I put in here. My hands are constantly inky. Um, well. Okay. Where did I put that? I wonder if I could get this flower off. It might not fit anyway. And I don't know if, so far, so good. This was on Sharon's package. Okay. Let me re-ink this. It is a washi sticker. That's exactly what it is, Julie. And I'm amazed that it came off as easy as it did since it stuck so well to the envelope. But doesn't it look pretty? Looks like it belongs there, doesn't it? Yep, yep. Now I'm not sure I like this. What do y'all think? I kind of wish I'd put it to the side and then I could have put something else. Teresa says, Sharon, I have many mushroom dies. Did you want some? The tops are separated, so if you want the base one color and the heads another, let me know the colors. Very cool. Yep, I like it. I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this on, and then I may stick a butterfly or two on here that kind of go over it to kind of pull it all together. That's what I'm thinking. All right, need my magazine back. Okay. Here we go. When is Tanya coming back? She's supposed to be home at the very 1st of July. I don't know if it will be on July 1st, but the first part of July is when they're planning to be home. And then we're making some plans for what we're going to do in July and August, and then they're going to be leaving again on another trip in September. I don't know how long that one's going to be. It's got a very specific purpose. It's not just not just traveling around like this one. Well, she had a bunch of purposes for this one, but anyway. Okay, butterflies. Sorry, took me a minute to remember that I need to go look for butterflies. Now I could put some of these on there. I'll put some bugs. Can't decide. I think I wanted butterflies, so I'm going to stick with butterflies. Even though those are cute. Here are some that were out of painted paper. Those are really cute too, but they don't go with this. So, all right. Okay, let me find. Tell you, the more I do things, the more I can't find things. Okay, I know there's at least one butterfly in there, so we'll look in there for stuff. Because I can see one right on top. That's how I know there's at least one in there. And it's pink, so it goes well. Oh, that one's pretty too. Okay, well that was easy. I think I like both of those. What do y'all think? Do we need words? Do we need words? Okay, I like it too. So let's go ahead and put these on. These are also washi stickers. Yeah. Oh, don't lose the butterfly, Lisa. Yep, I think it does too. Hello, Sue. This is today's iCAD. Yes, thank you. Okay, I think we're going to have this one. I think we're going to do it like that. So there it is. Okay. Here's this one. And I don't know what I'm going to use that piece of paper for. Okay, I just wrote a number on here. And we're going to give this one away. Face each day with spring in your wings. I love that. I'm going to give this away. So we're going to pick a number between 1 and 40. Between 1 and 40. And if your number is what's written down here between 1 and 40, I will send this to you. Just don't do it yet. Let me write go. That's a great idea, Teresa. And when I do, just write one number. And unless you see that that somebody else has a number, there aren't that many people here. So I think it'll be easier to check and make sure you're putting a number in that nobody else has used. But anyway, okay, go ahead. Between 1 and 40. Sharon, you might need to change your number to between 1 and 40. Because there's no way you can win with 45. I'm going to give you a few more minutes and see if anybody else wants to put in a number. You were lagging. That's okay. Okay. All right. I think we've got everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and put stop in and we will open it up and see who wins. Number 17. Mindy got it right on the head. So I'm going to. I can't remember how to. I can't remember how to spell your last name, but I'll get it right on the card when I send it out. It'll be right. Okay, where's okay. We're gonna just do it like no, I'm not gonna do that because I don't want it to stick and mess something up. Um, I don't think there's anything for it to stick to, but anyway, we're gonna do this and I will send it out. So yay, Mindy. You're welcome, you're welcome. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell y'all what I was going to do. I'm not feeling like doing it though. I'm beginning to feel a little worse. So I think I need to go relax some and maybe eat something. I don't know. Anyway, what I was going to do was make a folio. Some of you may have been watching Rosemary last night and she made this folio that was like one that Tim Holtz sells. She made one and I want to make one. And so that's why I got this out and this because that's what I was going to cover mine in. But we will have to do that on another day. I've got um, my measurements here. So hopefully I can remember that that's what that's for. Okay, sorry, I got to put this up so I don't. Okay. Anyway, so we'll work on this on Monday. Thank you all for coming and um, being with me this afternoon for a little while. I'm going to go rest. Love you all. God bless you. Have a great day. See you on Monday. Bye bye.